I did line up a guest who wanted to be on the podcast for a short bit. So we're gonna talk to him, and we're gonna talk to him at the front of the show because that's when he's available. This is a gentleman named Seth Blackburn. Now, Seth Blackburn, he reached out to the show and he said that he's listened to some of my business news, but he does not agree with me. He is a business major in college. He plans on getting an MBA, so presumably he knows his stuff about business. So let's bring him on and hear what he has to say. I'm always open for guests, for criticism, so please welcome. And again, this is going to be a short segment. We're not spending the whole time with this guy, but please welcome Seth to the show. Hey, what's up? Glad to be here. Thank you for having me. Yeah, so Seth, I noticed that you have some issues with the way I cover business. So where do you want to start, I guess is my question. Well, here's the first rule of business, bro. Location, location, location. And when I've heard you rail against Amazon on your podcast, and what you don't seem to get is Amazon, the reason they're so good is they're all about location, location, location. What do you mean by location, location? Like, they're everywhere. They're unavoidable. That's exactly what I mean, bro. That's why they're so good. You can't escape them. Well, I think where the disconnect is that I don't want Amazon to be as powerful as it is, and I think it's actually bad because of its power. No, bro. They follow the first rule of business. Location, location, location. And because of that, they're good. They've been the best at mastering location, location, location. But you're evaluating it by the more money they make, the better they are. I'm kind of evaluating it the opposite. Oh, come on, bro. No, no, no. No, no. Okay, well, is there anything else you have against me? Yeah, here's the other first rule of business, bro. I've heard you talk about how the stock market's gonna crash, and I don't know if you've noticed, but it's in a pretty bad spot right now, but you forgot the first rule of business, bro. Buy low and sell high. Ever heard of that? Yeah, I have, but you already said the whole location thing. Well, that's the first rule of another type of business. This is the first rule of financial business: buy low, sell high. I get that, though. What issue do you have? I'm confused. I understand you should buy low and sell high. Well, you keep talking about the stock market going down, but right now it's low, so people should be buying, and then they can sell when they're high. Yeah, but I mean, it could go lower, very likely could. You don't know it's going to go back up. You don't know that it's at the lowest it's going to go. And I have a little financial financial rule I know about. Never try to catch a falling knife. Dude, that's like rule 5. You gotta start with the other rules of business first, bro. Okay, well, I never have told people not to invest in the stock market. In fact, the show has promoted and supported and created the holiday Diversify Your Portfolio Day, which we just celebrated, so I don't really know where you're getting this. I feel like you take evaluative or an analytical statements that I've made about the economy and take them to be like normative, or I don't really know what the disconnect here is, though. Well, here's one other thing that this is the big issue, and I feel like it's why you get it so wrong, is that you support overthrowing and getting rid of the capitalist system. That is true. I can't deny it. I mean, that is not the economic system I would support. Well, you forgot the second rule of business, bro. Supply and demand. Well, I always thought of that as the first rule. I mean, that's the fine. Let's say that's the first principle of business, bro. You can call it whatever you want. There's lots of different types of rules. All of these are the first rules. Supply and demand. You ignore it. I don't actually ignore it. I completely understand supply and demand. And honestly, from my perspective, no offense, but people who come in and give these kind of pithy business advice, I don't really think they understand the economy. I mean, I feel like you talk in these little rules because you don't understand more of the things going on, and there's a lot more to supply and demand than just saying supply and demand. Yeah, well, maybe you should learn those things because you don't understand, or if you did, you wouldn't advocate for socialism. Okay, well, thank you for being on the show, Seth. I don't really think this is going anywhere. Thank you for being on, and have a good day. Oh, you're cutting me off, bro? Are you freaking kidding me, bro? Well, you said you could only be here for like 5 minutes, and this is not really going anywhere. I'll be back, bro. You're not hearing the last from me. Okay, well, have a good one, Seth.